Today I share with you a replay of how I did a mini role play of how to do the DM chat conversations on social media to book more calls. I did a role play exercise with Claire, who is a manifestation coach, and we went through an example of how to follow my DM script through which we can connect to more people via DM chats and book more calls. Enjoy this role play presentation, learn from it, and you're gonna be able to book more calls. If you would like to get access to my full DM script that you're gonna see in this video, come into my free school. The link is down below, so you can get access to the free script, and you can also get access to the other lessons where I teach how the DM chats should go, really, how the sales calls should go, and how you could enroll more members into your school membership program. Just come into my free school after you watch this video and we'll hang out and learn more from one another. Have fun! This is the thing that I wanted us to do, is to record a role play in screen share of the DM chat conversation, right? How ideally it would go, right? So I was gonna get you to be, a coach yourself, right? And, and I'm gonna be the dummy potential client or something like that, right?
Okay.
But also I'm gonna be seeing what you are kind of typing, right? So you know how this script works before we go into this, right? First one is connecting and pre-qualifying. We don't know how hot this person is, right? There are a few ways. Either they are warm and they are interacting with us already in the content or whatever, something, they know us or so, or they could be hot, which means that they commented or they requested info, right? Or they messaged us. Or they could be kind of cold and we are reaching out to them. So these are the maybe three ways, okay?
Okay.
Even, those people are those from the list who we can message, right? But let's not talk about that. We'll just choose one scenario. And then so the first question you're going to need to ask me is, we'll make a scenario, but you just need to ask me a mini qualifying question, right? Like, where are you at in regards of, improving your life or manifesting or whatever, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We will play through that. But then the goal is that you kind of show expertise. You know what? My life looks so awesome right now. Things are going this way. I learned how to manifest, whatever. Show expertise. That's the point, right? I could share with you some experience and provide you with some feedback. We could potentially go on a quick Zoom call, right? And talk. Are you free tomorrow or whichever day to speak? Okay. That's one way to invite on a call. There is another way where we say that we are having a support group with a few of others, and we would love to talk on Zoom. I would love to talk with you on Zoom and see if you would fit into it as well and if this group can benefit you, right? So I have these two options to pick from when someone is inviting someone on a call, right?
Okay, perfect.
And then this one we don't need, and then it's just scheduling call, which is quite a simple thing. Here is the link and so on. We don't need to go through all of those. Also, just the last thing, maybe, let's pick a character, all right? He has control over his life, but he wants more happiness and manifest desire, whichever, right? Goals, right? And the challenge, whatever, right? Doesn't know the method of how it's done, whatever, I don't know, right?
Okay.
It's not even too important. I just need visually this for people to see. And the last thing, that he already saw your content, right?
Yeah.
He also saw you are running membership already. He saw that, to be honest. And I'm gonna play this character, all right? Before he joins, he just wants to connect on a personal level to see if that's for him, right? All right, that's it from me. I'm not gonna, if this fits.
Okay, you interacted with my content, so we're gonna go warm. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for interacting with my content. It means a lot to me that it resonated with you. Let's do a cute little emoji.
Yeah. So you see how you know very well you type, right? It's very clean, it's conversational, it's professional, right? And so on. And it's going to the point, right?
What part of?
By the way, one more thing. Okay, you didn't call me by my name, all right? You see here?
Oh, okay. You want to start again?
No, don't need to start again. Just maybe a reminder. It's okay to call people by their name. It just uplifts it a
I
bit.
always do. I always do. But
Put there my name, for example. You do it.
oh, yeah, it's true. It should be.
I just give you some material to work with, all right?
Nice to meet you. Totally. I've been seeing lots of your work. These days, very inspirational. Yes, my life's been going pretty well. Things are great, but totally, I'm working on pulling a few more things into my life. For example, I'm growing a team of helpers in this business world and also trying to do some social to meet people. I also want to start dating. Hold on. Is there anything on the left, like on the script, you want me to follow here, like for warm?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's go down now, all right? So I didn't really give you a big of a gap, right? So now I want you to extend it first, right? I mean, that's not in the script,
okay.
right? So we need to now figure out what's the challenge for me to not be able to manifest those three things, right?
Yeah. Be focused.
And you see how we always connect to what people say at first. That's in the script there, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Continue. Don't worry about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right?
It sounds like you're pretty focused. What? May I ask what you feel?
Before you press enter, okay? Yeah, continue. And before you press enter, I'll just point out something here. Here, help me as a potential client here. Help me out a bit where you asked me in regards to calling in these experiences, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you mentioned those. Point me in the direction of what you would like me to answer. My point being, say, are you familiar of any manifestation methods? Just point me in the direction that you want me to go, to be honest. You can make some splits as well, so it's much easier for a person to read. All right, go ahead. Finish now at the end with that kind of question, right? Are you familiar with any,
How do I do it? Shift, enter? Oh, yeah, there.
Yeah. And I always do that. So much easier for a person to read it. Are you familiar with any manifestation methods or how that works and blah, blah, blah?
I'll help you. Can I press enter?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And another thing that I'm gonna say now is before I'll go to reply, of course. But here this guy, the client, right? He's got this. You see, he doesn't know how. He doesn't. I'll be that way, okay? But look,
I'll let him tell me.
I'm gonna be the easy client here, all right? Very easy. You're gonna see which direction I'm gonna reply. I'm gonna be the easy client, okay? But if you didn't do this, you didn't open the door. And that's why you did all of this, and you are opening the door now for this person to open up, right? So with that said, let me go to me to reply and just bear him for a second. So I'll press enter, to be honest. Maybe I'll add one more thing on top right now, but I need to think. Actually, sure. I needed to see your script. Continue. You already will reply to me.
I tried a few good things about manifesting, but it's not too easy for me to believe and keep the energy up. Not familiar too many methods, but I saw your content. I saw how you do it. It'd be good to know how those.
We are now in this stage where you are almost to invite me for a call. I have one thing that I'm gonna do with you here right now. You continue first.
It's great that you're familiar with.
Here, show your expertise, all right? Give me a little of value, all right? Kind of how it kind of works or so. Meanwhile, I'll set up something if you don't mind.
More than belief.
You could just say how it works for you, to be honest.
Yeah.
My comment also will be, it helps another person to resonate with you so much even more if you explain, share with them how you applied this in your own life, for example, a little bit. They like to hear our own stories and real life examples, right? So that was my only thought while I was reading what you're saying, which is good. But we can add on top, for example, right? And for anyone who's also watching this, you see that we are typing and chatting quite some. The texts are quite, let's say, long or so. But to be honest, I found out if we are able to type and chat with people and open up, they can resonate, they can open up, they can connect. and it's much easier to continue than after if comparing to if we are just very short and robotic and salesy, right? So it's so beneficial if someone can learn how to type fast, either on a phone or on the laptop. But another thing is that voice notes could work very well as well.
Mhm.
You know, I don't do those because, to be honest, it's not my thing. But
I do that all the time.
yeah, you see. And I don't do those because then people voice reply to me back, and I need to freaking listen the whole 2 minute rant of people. That's why I rather read through. I read through the lines. You know, it's so much faster. I don't know. I can't listen to people's 2 minute voice messages, but other people do have time. Other people do that, so it's good.
Maybe this is too long, but anyways, I'm here now.
No, it's all good. Just it's okay. It's long. At least it's a very good example, right?
Started to reaffirm.
You know, when we speak with individual people, right? Often
Right.
we won't go that in length with people,
No, yeah. I
you know,
applied it too.
because it takes a lot of our time. And but my idea here is this thing. Everyone here needs to understand the difference between DM chats with an individual person and the content that we create. When I did so
There.
many, yeah, Claire, listen to this idea. When I did so many DM conversations in the past myself, right? Do you see what you just wrote out right now?
Mhm.
You just wrote out the whole lesson on a thing, on this thing. You are communicating right now with one person at a time, and you are shifting their beliefs of how it all works. This thing could be communicated to many people at the same time if it was a content piece.
Mhm.
My point being is that we can turn this kind of thing into a content piece. And then we are talking to more people at the same time and telling them this same story. That's what I figured out when I did a lot of DMs and I opened up myself too much to each person. I wasted time. I was like, man, if I would just post this, everyone should see this. And then I would need to do less of this thing, right? Individual. The way that works is by clearing all beliefs and so on. You said that, for example, in my own life, I always struggle with being consistent with a business project. I used to lose interest and give up. But when I started to become aware of my beliefs, I discovered I was afraid of failure and success. So I would be inconsistent as a way of sabotaging myself. As I started to reaffirm that I was worthy and capable of success, I started to shift my beliefs and started committing to my work and business, and it grew. Can I tell you something? The only thing that I would love to see here is you looping back to what I said to you before. That would lock me in. If you would say here, you could actually even edit this right now, to be honest, so everyone visually can see. If you could, say here, before you can break down here, I have this same feeling with you, Primoz, for example, right? If you would, right? Can you try to tell me right now if you would do this, then you could attract that person into your life that I thought, or
Yeah.
you could.
You did this, you would be able to attract the business, grow. You would be able to expand your business and attract, a partner into your life.
Yeah. What was my other challenge there? Grow my business practice or something, or
You wanted to growing your business, bringing on helpers, and growing your network and starting to date.
Oh, I'm typing, but is it following me? Oh man, yeah, I did. You could attract. I'll just type attract helpers for your. Well, maybe you were typing as well. Let me type. Okay, for a second. You could attract helpers. Okay, for your project, and also, your romance. What's that girlfriend called? Your romantic partner. Is that how it's called?
Yeah.
Whatever. So you see, I tried to loop. Where is that thing? I tried to loop into that person because otherwise they don't resonate. But once I understood this, I applied to every area I was struggling, and everything started to improve. I didn't really check, your method or so right now, but that's the thing. You can press enter now, right? But let's start going now downhill. Okay, let's start going towards booking a call. All right. So we just did this. You connected with me further. You shared the expertise with me, show the expertise, right? I could share some experience of how I did it. We did that. Now we could go into the Zoom, but to be honest, I'll reply to you now before, because you can finish with open-ended. You don't need to always ask questions, right? Lovely to know that I would need to train and work on all of this. But thanks for opening up and sharing your experience. Okay, now you reply here, all right? So,
Lovely to know that. I would need to train and work on all of this, but thanks for opening up and sharing your experience. Hey, I already saw one of your content pieces where you talked about your group. Do you teach these kinds of things? Where can I find more info for that? Can you send some over?
before you reply to me, Claire, to be honest, you know your membership is how much per month?
50.
All right, so to be honest, you wouldn't want to be scared to actually give me the link to the Skool About page, to be honest.
Mhm.
You could give me that info, to be honest, right now. You're gonna still get on a call with me. So it's totally okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me share it for. And I'm gonna. Oh frig! I didn't want to do that.
No,
Oh, well.
keep it. It's okay.
I wanted to also ask for call.
No, don't do it yet, okay? Send me that link first. Go to the Skool About page and send me the link. Claire, finish here and say, I don't like to finish with the links. I like to finish with a short sentence. You say, go to this page and check around a bit, right? Meanwhile, I'll go and reply to you on my end here.
Can I also offer a call?
Don't do it yet. Let me reply first, please. Just because then you don't want to give this person two, three things to do. Let them check first. You can always let them talk to you first, right? So let me talk to you now. Oh, very nice. Is there a video on your page?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not gonna go check it, but I'll just say I love it. I saw the video and love the vibes. To be honest, I am considering to actually maybe do this, but is there a way? I mean, if I am really that easy client, right? I was gonna say, is there a way that I could talk to you first and see if we really connect? And I could do that, right? But that would be a little too far. So maybe you can do that, right?
You will. This community.
When you say benefit from this community, you should put in there your personal self as well. Next, people so much appreciate more than just seeing benefit. Let me click for you where I'm trying to do that right here. From this community and interacting with me or so personally, because guys I try to guide with the idea that they're not just joining a group or a membership or a community, but they're joining my energy, my attention, my story, right?
I'm being supported by myself.
I say usually here interacting with me, not just supported by myself. Just say and having interactions with me or something similar. It's up to you. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, we need to ask ourselves where this can go. You could actually take the first step right now and guide me and tell me that you would actually love to meet me and talk to me and connect with me, all right? So you could use that part of the script on the left where it actually invites them now on a quick call, right? So how could you turn that into your own words? You could say anything like, I would love to meet you and get to know you personally, whatever. I mean, I already have so many templates in my head because I've done this so many times, but let's hear from you.
Better. You be open to a.
Nice, very nice. And okay, so you're waiting for my reply now. And I will say, yeah, oh, very nice. Now you are here in the stage of you need to schedule a call with that person, right? So there are usually you go ahead, but there are two ways. Either just give them the Calendly link, or there is another way which I used to do a lot, which is asking them for a specific time. And when they told me, let's say 10 a.m. Eastern, then I asked them for their email and I send them an email invitation with Zoom.
Yeah, for me, I'm in Asia right now, so it's like it's too complicated with time zones. So I just get them my calendar.
Yeah. Put the calendar or just say calendar link so you don't need to really go get it, okay? And yeah, that's how this conversation went now. And I would then book a call. And then, I even say here in the script that you should remind me like next week, 2, 3 hours before, hey, you still all good, right? To meet you today. So you increase the show up, right? And you make sure that they didn't forget to come, right? And so on.
Yeah.
The other things are explained in the tutorial. I recorded the full presentation of this script in 10 minutes yesterday. I recorded. It's coming out. It's already all nicely recorded and it's awesome. But today I really wanted to record a role play so everyone can see in a real life of how this actually looks like. And that's what we did today with Claire. We met 10 minutes before this call already, but it just got over, but it's okay. Okay. With that said, Claire, any input real quick? Any questions from you first, and then we'll talk with everyone else.
I just think that the most important thing with DMing, what I've learned, like when I was just doing it with you, like it didn't feel supernatural to me, but that was like the point was to follow a script, so I get it. It's to just like really know what what you're talking about and just have a way of connecting with people, right? Like it just has to be real. Like, I find that scripts are good templates to follow, but you're just talking to humans and you just have to find a good way to connect with humans in like a real, authentic way. Because I know when someone's following a script and it's the biggest turnoff for me. I'm like, can. So
and that is
I like the flow. Like your flow is exactly what I do. Like that outline, like the way that the questions come, but I just mean in the way you engage with people. That's what I mean. Like it just has to feel like people are talking to a real human and a lot of people think that DMs are robots as well. So
I like, the script agenda of those 3, 4, 5 stages, right? I have that on top of my mind. To be honest, I can reply to another person right now and I would know what to say next because I learned the principles or the agenda of the script. I don't need to do copy and paste, right?
Yeah.
So just so you know, right, and everyone knows that that's just as a guide because I see a lot of people get stuck somewhere in the middle of conversation and they don't really know what's that next thing and how to make a transition there, right? Because they never practiced it the right, let's say, way. But anyway, all good, yeah.
Totally. Yeah,
cool.
It's super helpful. DMs are super important. Knowing how to run a DM conversation is make or break your business. Yeah.
Content will create the engagement. And, you see, you reached out to me in this conversation because I've been following your content for a long time. Let's in the example, in the role play, right? And you see, you opened that door now and you you helped yourself and me, who I was familiar of your membership already because I saw your content pieces, right, in the role play. But you see, you kind of hit the nail on its head then and just like went further and you signed up a member then, right?
Yeah.
How to do the calls is the next lesson, which we already did a role play a long time ago. And I also recorded the script of how to do the calls, so you have content, chats if needed or so, and then calls. And doing this work on daily basis, which we discussed a lot last week, consistency of, content creates engagement, chatting with 4 or 5 people per day, the 3 ways of reaching out to people you saw at the beginning of the script. Some people are hot, warm, or cold, whatever, right? And knowing how to, and then doing all of this on a daily basis, right? Or so. That's how it loops together, and then everything else.